Moving and shaking. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, there is construction being undertaken next door to the fishbowl. You'd think with my gigantic 200 acres here that you wouldn't be able to hear the neighbors from 50 feet away, but that's life. Xavier Woods is gone. Some of you are probably happy about it. KJ Wright, I told you, hang tight. DeMonte KZ, I told you. Keanu O'Neal, I told you. Alden Smith, I told you. I hate to say I told you so is how people often say it, except none of us hate to say we told you so. We all love to say I told you so. And the Fish Sports Channel does that habitually. Is that why I'm draped in luxurious linens? No. I'm giving stuff away. We just hit 23,000 people. 23,000 Cowboy fans. 23,000 of us who hang out. Why? Well, I think I just rattled off a few of the reasons. I can rattle off what's going on with Deshaun Watson reasoning as well, and I can rattle off our scoops on Shaka Smart and on Chris Beard at Texas and Texas Tech, respectively, as well. All you got to do is ask, and we'll brag about our exclusives there, too. Let's go to Xavier Woods today because this just happened, breaking. NFL Network, the first to note it. Xavier Woods was one of about a dozen of name free agents on Pro Football Focus's top 100 free agents to enter this business year. They rank X at number 50, Pro Football Focus did. 50. And their reasoning for having him so high, and I don't mean to be insulting, the reasoning for having him so high was, and I quote, Woods entered the league as a versatile safety with slot coverage skills and is a 6th-round draft steal as he's developed into a solid free safety. They also predicted that the Cowboys would give him a contract extension, and a fairly lucrative one, as I recall. Almost everything about that's wrong. Xavier Woods is now signing with Minnesota. I bet you it's pretty close to a veteran's minimum, although my friend Ian Rappaport, who broke the story, says it's up to $2.25 million in value for the 1 year. That's a very flattering thing to say, up to, because that means it's not. It's not $2.25 million base. Ian, who is my guy, also said, and he's a perfect fit in Minnesota. I'm like, no, a perfect fit would be Ed Reed. Darren Woodson would be a perfect fit. Ronnie Lott would be a perfect fit. Xavier Woods is just a guy, and I mean that as a compliment. By the way, Pro Football Focus, you can't sign an extension, you can't sign a contract extension when you're a free agent. That is mathematically, legally, and in terms of language, linguistically, impossible. So we have a problem with Pro Football Focus' grading of Xavier Woods. We do agree that you evaluate him to some degree through the prism of him being a 6th-round pick. That is to say, you evaluate his career. But you can't evaluate him as a player today based on the fact he was a 6th-round pick. DeMonte KZ was a 5th-round pick. That doesn't matter now. It just matters, is somebody going to intercept a football? And DeMonte's answer is, yeah, I think I will. And Xavier's answer is, no, I don't really think I do. We told you months ago Dallas was going to turn the page here, and you knew it when they hired Dan Quinn, and you knew it when they hired Joe Witt. They have their guys who played this defense, who've been successful in this defense. Every time we listed who might sign with Dallas, we listed Falcons and Seahawks and Packers. And there's a reason. By the way, KJ Wright, stick with me on this. I told you, and he told you. Came on with me, of course, and you read about it and heard about it exclusively on the Fish Sports Channel. KJ Wright's interest in the Cowboys. It's real, and guess what? The Cowboys are interested in KJ Wright. I told you. I hate to say I told you so, but that's why you're here. That's why you subscribe. That's why in the last week, I think 2,000 people have subscribed just this week alone, because Cowboys Nation's starting to realize the other guys, and I don't know how YouTube works, I don't know the manners, I don't know the etiquette, The other guys on YouTube seem to be taking my stuff and then making it their own. And I guess as long as they mention me, it's okay. Except, mentioning me doesn't really, pay for that power washing that's going on. Not in my backyard, it's across the way. Doesn't pay for the Star, which is almost in my backyard, but it's also across the way. The KZ signing, obviously with his own one-year deal, obviously made the rest of the world figure out Xavier Woods not coming back here. Once had 7 interceptions in a season. Xavier Woods had 5 in his entire NFL career. This is a fact. Dallas found Woods in the 6th round. That is a credit to the scouting department, Will McClay and his gang. That's a credit to the coaching staff. Both Garrett's coaching staff developed him, and here comes along McCarthy. So that's a credit to those staffs, and most of all, it's a credit to Woods himself. He made a nice career for himself. But that has nothing to do with evaluating him today, whether or not he's a perfect fit for a defense today. He was never a slot corner. I don't know what Pro Football Talk's talking about. Pro Football Focus, I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong and refresh my memory in the comments. I don't remember that. That he was a cornerback? I don't remember that at all. I don't agree that he's good. There's not evidence that he's good. He never played as if he's good. As we joked around, Sean Sharif and I joked around last year after the Minnesota game, only half joking, Donovan Wilson made more memorable plays in one game at Minnesota, the first time he really got to play, that Xavier Woods had made in the previous 4.5 years. So no, he's not good. And now you've replaced him, predictably. The Cowboys this spring recognized that the NFL is in a cap crunch. We've suggested we were going to see a middle-class squeeze. You've seen that now with Keanu coming here and with KZ coming here. They're not getting paid a lot of money, just like Xavier Woods, relatively, isn't getting paid a lot of money. There is about to be a continuing flood on the market of solid players. Safeties, defensive linemen, stay tuned. Linebackers, yeah, KJ Wright. What have I told you? The Cowboys are talking to KJ Wright right now as I'm talking to you. Stay tuned, is all I'm telling you. The hiring of Dan Quinn as defensive coordinator provided the Cowboys with another set of eyes. And he didn't like what he saw out of some of the personnel last year. Woods versus Keanu, Woods versus KZ to him and to Witt, that's really no contest. And we knew what that answer was going to be a month ago, and if you watched this show, so did you. Woods continues to get ripped for that unwise early 2020 comment when he said, on certain plays, some guys, me included, there might be a lack, but overall the effort's there. But we're in the NFL. You don't expect guys to go full speed for 70 plays. That's not possible. That was an unfortunate thing to say, even though we all know what he means. When you are playing slow pitch softball and you hit a pop up to the pitcher, you don't run as hard to first base as if you hit a line drive down the right field line. We're human. They get to be human too. But that's a dumb thing to say to an audience that's paying money to watch you run as fast as you can to first base. Now he's going to try to earn his smallish payday as a difference maker in Minnesota because the Cowboys, way before some people apparently knew it, were going to and now have turned the page. Now to goodies. I got 3 fun things for you that I'm going to give away in the coming, I bet you it'll be the coming month, the way you guys are going. When we get to 26,000 subscribers, fish out, this shirt is going to you. Now you can also purchase one in the Fish Sports store. Fish out, going to you. When we get to 26, what we'll do is that day, we'll do a visit, and I'll say, in these comments, tell me that you want that Fish Out shirt. And then Marcia, who is beyond reproach, will pick the winner, and away we go. Then we're going to get to 28,000 of us. That will come soon enough, probably during OTAs or whatnot. It'll come faster if you tell your friends, yeah, you can go like that other channel too, but they're just telling you stuff based on what I reported 2 days ago. So like us both? Hit the alert button for both, subscribe to us both, fine. When we get to 28, this is real and no joke. I wore this once and you guys freaked out, so I'm bringing it out again. This is a 1990 Dallas Cowboys real live players workout hoodie. Oh, it's worked out all right. My wife wants me to throw it away, and I'm like, you don't understand. This is Linus's security blanket. It was Daniel Stubbs's. Remember defensive end Daniel Stubbs, 96. This was his. It's large. It's quite large and long and cozy. It's also ripped to shreds because Daniel Stubbs. Because Nate Newton probably grabbed Daniel Stubbs and threw him around by the I don't know what happened, but it's ripped. So I've actually had Marsha safety pin it. Otherwise, you'll be able to see your bare chest when you proudly walk down the street. This thing, I don't know what it's worth. I would say it's invaluable. I would say there really might not be another one of these in the world. This is 30 years ago. Dallas Cowboys history from Valley Ranch. Who wants it? We're going to get to 28,000. So subscribe and come take it from me. And then when we get to 30,000, Stars and Strife, which many of you have clamored for. I am talking to a publisher trying to figure out if I want to publish, because it seems like there's 500 of you, let's say, that want a book. I mean, do I have to spend like $10,000 to publish 500 books? I'm stupid, but that doesn't add up to me. So I'm continuing to try to figure out, in the meantime, why don't you just win one by subscribing? So 30,000, you get this. We get 28,000 subscribers, which is right around the bend. You get this precious baby. We get to 26, which for all I know is going to happen tomorrow. Fish.